Hi everyone, in this video I am going to explain about a method sort using divide and conquer method. So before we are going to take explanation about this method sort, so first of all we'll see what is divide and conquer. So divide and conquer is an algorithm which we can recursively break down a problem into two or more subproblems of the same or related type until these become simple enough to be solved directly. So simply it is nothing but we can take a problem and then we can divide the problem into sub-problems, so number of sub-problems of the same type, and then we can solve each and every sub-problem separately. At last we can merge and get your final result. So what is merge sort? So merge sort is nothing but it is one of the sorting technique which is used to arrange your elements in increasing order. So that is nothing but an ascending order. So how much sort will perform in decrease and conquer method will go through, right? So it sorts a given array. So now you can take an array. Suppose my array name is A, which consisting of n elements, right? So we all know array index is always starts from 0 and ends with n minus 1. So now your array can be taken from 0 to n minus 1. So because of that here we are written like this. So it sorts a given array A 0 to n minus 1 by dividing it into two halves. So first of all we have to divide this n elements of array with two parts. So each and every part will consisting of n by 2 elements. Right, so now you can do the same thing repeatedly. So that's why we are calling, so divide and conquer algorithm is recursively break. So now see, so first n list is divided into n by 2, n by 2, and then this n by 2 is again divided into two equal parts, that is um, n by 4 and n by 4, right? So like that. So we can recursively do the same thing. So now see here, by dividing it into two halves, a of 0 to n minus 2 minus 1. So what do you mean by this? So here the index it will be taken from 0 to n minus 2 minus 1, right? So and a of n by 2 to n minus 1 will becomes the second part. So now we sorting each of them recursively and then merging the two smallest sorted arrays into a single sorted one. So now we'll go with an algorithm explanation, then we'll see with an example how we can solve this particular problem using divide and conquer method. So this is an algorithm. So this algorithm will take so these are the comments line we can take. So that is see here, this is algorithm for merge sort. It will take array of n elements. So these can be represented with 0 to n minus 1. So now we can sort an array of 0 to n minus 1 by recursively applying this divide and conquer method for this algorithm. And what is your input? Now you can take array A of n elements, right? So that is of your input and it can't be any order, like it will be an orderable list of elements. What is your output? So after you are getting sorting of elements, now your element is available in a non-decreasing order. So how when you can apply this algorithm? So suppose see for example, if your n value is 1, then what's happening? Already your list is having only one element, and that is a meaningless you are performing the sorting operation, because that will be the smallest and that will be the largest element in your array. So when you are going to apply this sorting algorithm, whenever your n value is greater than 1, suppose if you have two elements, then definitely you need to compare these two elements and then we can decide that the order of the two elements. So for that you can apply algorithm. It starts if n is greater than 1. So now what we have to do? See here we are doing math sort, right? So what we have to do? So simply we want to divide this particular sort array elements into two parts, right? So that's why what we are doing means, so we have to take an array A of size 0 to n minus 1, then you can divide it into two parts, n by 2 and n by 2. So now what we are doing is, this half part we are going to copy into array B and this half part we are going to copy into array C. I see you can recursively do these things. So and then you can apply the merge sort for this array and you can apply the merge sort for this array. And after you can solve these two arrays separately, Then you can apply the merge sort for these two arrays and you copy the result into array A. So this is what we are doing in divide and conquer. So now here we are calling merge sort of. So now it will implies your merge sort algorithm. Right, so here we are going to apply your logic, what you are going to do for sorting, and everything is available in this algorithm. So now this merge sort algorithm, so we have to take B, C and A. See here, so this is your array 1 and this is your array 2. Now you can sort each and every array, and at last you can apply the merge sort for these two array elements, and then result will be kept into array A. So merge two sorted arrays into one sorted array. Input will be taken arrays B and array C, which is already sorted, right? So individually they are sorted. So what is your output? So now it will be, right? So your output is nothing but, so these are individually sorted, and then you can apply the merge sort there. So now this is an algorithm continuation. So see here. So here, so initially you can take your I is 0, right, and then your j and k is also 0. So what we have to do, we can run up to your I is less than p and j is less than q, right? So what is this p and q? So these will be the indexes. See, because we have your see here, your b starts from 0 to p, whereas your c starts from q minus 1, means 0 to q minus 1, right? So because of that you have to take last index, because you need to run this algorithm up to. So that's what your while will say, right? So I is less than p and j is less than q, because then only you can you have the elements is available in your array list. So see, for example, your b and c arrays is like this, right? So this is your array B and this is your array C. Now this index is starts from 0 to P and this index is from 0 to Q. So now you want to make these two array lists for performing the sorting operation, right? So if B of I, so now you are taking this with I index and this with J index, right? So now B of I is nothing but B of 0th position element is compared with C of 0th position element. See, here it is taken. B of I is less than or equals to C of I, C of J. So what we can do, A of K extends to B of I, then you can increment your I position by 1, right? Else, so if this element is not smaller, then what's happening? This element is going to be small. So then you can copy this element into your array A, then you can increment J, because we need to compare with the next element. So you can do repeatedly until you can fail your value. Then you have to increment your K position by 1 every time, because you need to increase A array index, right? So because of that you have to write k tends to k plus 1. So if I equals to p, so now you are reaching your last index. Then what we have to do, if any elements is left in your array B, you just copy the contents into your array. Else, so else means what? If j is equals to q, then what's happening? You have to copy the remaining elements which is left in B, that will be copied into A. So that is of your algorithm. So now we can solve with an example so that you can understand in better way. Right, see here it is an example. So this is my array. So my array is consisting unorderable, means orderable elements. So that is nothing but there is no order. So the list of elements is like this. So now your array initially A equals to 8, 3, 2, 9, 7, 1, 5 and 4. So now these are, it's consisting 8 elements, right? So now what your divide and conquer method will say, you have to divide this into two parts, right? So now the first array will consisting 4 elements and the second array will consisting another 4 elements. So what your algorithm will say, you have to copy these elements into array B and you have to copy these elements into array C. So this is I index and this is j index. So before you are taking these two arrays, you have to apply the method sort for each and every individual array first. Right, see here. So in this, suppose this you can apply uh, the method sort for this part of the list. So what's happening in each and every step. So now then what's happening, this is your become I and this will become j. So now you start comparison. So 8 and 3 is compared. Right, see again it will be applied for divide and conquer, right? So again we have to divide into two parts. Right, again you have to divide into two parts. So now this is one part, this is another part, right? So now you can compare these two elements because this will become B and this will become C array, right? So then these two is compared. So now 80 is less than 3, the condition failed. So then what's happening? You have to take this one here. So now 3 and 8 you have. So here you can apply the same thing for this part. So now 2 and 9 is compared. So 2 is less than 9. So you have to keep like this. So now this array, again you can take this entire is B and this entire is C. Again you can apply the same thing. Now 3 is compared with 2. So you can see that 3 is not less than 2. So what we have to do? So we have to copy 2 into array A. Right? So then you can increment this position. So now you get 9 here. And here you are not incrementing your I according to your algorithm because this is not smaller. So now 3 is compared with 9, right? So then what's happening? 3 is less than to 9. So you can copy I value into your array B. So now you can increment your I position by 1. So you are getting this position. Right now you are getting this position. So here it is 8 and here it is 9 because your j is pointed to this element. So 8 is less than 9. Yes, the condition is true. So now you can do this. So here what's happening? Here you are becoming I equals to P. So then what your algorithm will say? You can copy the content of C. So because you are lefted the element in C. So you have to copy this content into A. So now you are getting these elements into your first part. And this entire is in sorting order. Right? So you can do the same thing for here also because in this first step it is divided with 4 elements. In next step it will be going to divide it into 2 elements. So now 7 1 5 4 is there, and after that again it will be divided into 2 parts, that is 7 and 1. So take every time this is B and this is C, this is B and this is C, right? So then what's happening? These two elements are compared and you are finding of that 1 is less than to 7. So now you are swapping these two in. You're copying into array A, right? So that's what you remember. So now we are swapping and everything here. So just you copied into array A. So 1 is copied first. So now you become what we can say else part. That is j equals to q we will getting. So then what's happening in that situation? You have to copy the B content into A. So because of that we are copying 1 and 7 here. So you can do for the same thing here also, you are getting 4 and 5. So now you take this entire part is B and this entire part is C. So this will be taken by I and this will be taken by J. Right? So then what's happening? So here 1 and 4 is compared. So 1 is less than to 4. So you can copy 1 into A. Right? You can copy 1 into A. And then you can increment I position. So now it becomes 7. 7 and 4 is compared. So 4 is less than to 7. So now what's happening? So you can copy this 4 into A and after that you can increment J by 1. So now it is 5 and this is 7. So 7 and 5 is compared. 5 is less than to 7. So you can copy 5 into array A. So then what condition will become? So I equals to P you are getting. Right. So now you have to copy the contents of this particular B into your A. So the remaining element is available in this, and you are making it. So now after sorting of this part, you are getting 2389, and after sorting of this part, you are getting 1457. So see here, so you can take this entire into B again and this entire into C. So you can do the same thing. So now here the index starts from I, right? So here the index starts from J. So now 2 and 1 is compared, right? So 2 is less than, and 1 is less than 2. So you can copy 1 into array A. So you just increment J by 1, right? So now you are getting this position. I is not get incremented because this one is not less than to this one. So now 2 and 4 is compared. So here 2 is less than, so that you can copy 2 into array A and you just increment I position by 1. Now you are getting this value. So now 3 is compared with 4. So 3 is less than to 4. You just copy 3 into array A. And after that again it get increments. Now you are getting 8. So 8 and 4 is compared. So 4 is less than to 8. Now you can copy 4 into array A and then you just increment your J by 1. So now here 8 and 5 is compared. So 5 is less than to 8. So you just copy 5 into array A and you just increment J by 1. So now you are getting 8 and 7 is compared. So 7 is less than to 8. So 7 is copied into array A. So you can increment J, but it will reaches the end of your list. So then what's happening? Now you are getting the remaining elements. So which is available in your array B, you just copied into A. So because of this else condition, right? So now you are copying 8 and 9. So this is about the method, how you are applying, how you are applying your divide and conquer method for solving the method in design analysis of algorithm. So this is your time complexity. Like see here T of n. T of n is nothing but if your n is 1, suppose if your elements and the array is consisting only n element, the time complexity to sorting of this array is 1. So now your n is greater than 1. So then what's happening? The time taken to sort this particular array elements T of 1 equals to 2t n by 2, because we are applying every time the half part of your list less n, because we want to do the merging operation also. So now we can apply the same thing here. See, in terms of n by 2, right? So in terms of n, I can replace with n by 2. So that's what simply I'm doing here. So see here T of n equals to 2t n by 2, right? So now in this place you can apply here like this. So now this is n by 2 plus 2, means you can write the same thing here. In a place of n by 2, again you can do, consider this as n and then we can do by 2 here. So then you are getting 4t into n by 4 plus 2 into n by 2. So you are crossing of this, now you are getting this one 4t n by 4 plus 2 n. So you can repeat it the same thing, because right, because in divide and conquer method we are recursively doing the same things. So here in place of n, so previously I am substituting this. So now in place of n I can substitute this one here, because this one will be the same. So now you are getting like this. So you can solve this for some power, some part of time, so some number of times. So now at that particular time you are getting 2 power k into t into n by 2 power k plus k into n. So let you can take 2 power k equals to n, then you can simply write the time complexity is like this. Log 2 power k, that equals to log n, you can simply take. So t of n equals to n into t n by n plus log n, right? Suppose if your size is n, then what's happening here? I'm giving, so n into t of n is given as 1, right? So in place of this is t of 1 you can take. So then plus n log n you have, and here n into t of 1 is nothing but 1, so that that is n into 1 plus n log n. So now simply you can take n log n is your answer, right? N into n log n. So now your taking the constant term, so now you are getting order of n log n is your